Greetings, greetings, greetings. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. As you see right here, they're listening to us. It could be the situation involving Three Eye Atlas. What's up, guys? It's been a minute since I covered this topic, but I'm back at it because I think it's needed. Because how convenient is the government in a shutdown right now, and we can't monitor what NASA had to offer, or any of the other satellites because of the government shutdown. The government is still shut down. So we can't see any data. But we're going to listen to what this guy says, and it's rather interesting what this guy has to say. And we're definitely going to listen to this. Let me just take this off. But how's everybody doing? This is interesting now. We definitely gonna listen to this. This is my little depiction of Three Eye Atlas. The crazy thing about this comet is it has extreme water loss far from the sun. It says this comet is shedding water at an unexpectedly high rate, even at 2.9 astronomical units away, losing an estimated 88 pounds of water per second. There's much more active, that's much more active than a typical comet that far out. This unusual outgassing behavior is raising questions right now. It's raising a lot of questions about the composition, the thermal history, and structure. The closest images yet from Mars orbiter, we cannot see. Okay. As of October 3rd, as it streaked past Mars, the comet is faint, and the images didn't help us at all. Okay. Observatories like Gemini South and other telescopes have begun to detect a growing coma, the tail, as the comet heats and sublimates more material. The tail is still subtle, but it's becoming more prominent as it nears the sun. But it has a strange chemistry makeup: CO2, nickel, and nickel-rich dust. Spectroscopic studies have that Three Eye Atlas has surprisingly high levels of carbon dioxide relative to water, alongside detectable nickel. Other observations even indicate that extended CO2 coma stretching hundreds and thousands of kilometers. Size estimates: Hubble sharper imaging has constrained the nucleus to a maximum diameter of 3.5 miles, though it could be much smaller. So some researchers argue that Three Eye Atlas is massive, giving its limited non-gravitational motion, and also the outgassing. Jets are evidently pushing it off. Is pushing it off course much. This has fueled speculative discussion about usual dense and exotic structure. So we're going to listen to what this guy has to say, but there's a lot of anomalous activity involving this structure. It's actually outgassing forward. Like, let's say if it's traveling, like, get my phone. Say if it's traveling this way, this is outgassing forward instead of backwards. So, and also is doing some strange things behind the sun. Even though we can't observe it, we are observing that it was like every 13 minutes on the dot, it'll outgas and change direction just a little bit. So what is that? Do comets do that every 13 minutes? Maybe there's a logical explanation for that. But for right now, everybody is puzzled. And the thing is, we could not observe it. I was waiting on October 3rd. I was like, yeah, I'm about to see this. I'm going to log on to NASA's website, and I'm going to be really, really surprised, right? No, the damn government shut down. So let's listen to what this guy has to say. It's really good though, what he has to say.
Assume that 3i Atlas might be an asteroid ship of some kind. Could it be that this is what is happening? Could it be that 3i Atlas, in an effort to masquerade as an ordinary comet, in an effort to try to fit what we expect of it? Because keep in mind, we don't know what ordinary comets look like in other solar systems. So it could be that ordinary comets have compositions similar to this elsewhere and not necessarily here. And 3i Atlas.
Right. That's what I wanted to say. It could be a situation where this is considered, right? We don't call it a comet. We call it an interstellar object, just to be clear, right? Because it's coming from not in this galaxy. It's interstellar. So it's an interstellar object. Maybe it's just one we've never observed before that's operating like this. But even for it to be defined as a comet or asteroid, is not behaving like one. Like I said, it was pulsing every 17 minutes on the dot perfectly. It's like it's sending us a signal. And here's the thing, they may know more than what they're saying, but they're not going to tell us. So that I was literally waiting on that website on October 3rd. And guess what happened? Oh, sorry, you can't access the site because of the government shutdown. Okay. Guys, I'm telling you, I had the live chat planned already because we wanted to see what type of rock it is, right? That was the whole thing. Because from Muamua is also an interstellar object that went past us and kept going. But guess what? That didn't look like no regular rock either. And I called it. I said that thing is a probe. That's a probe that went by us. Okay, but they're masking it as a comet. Whoever sent that to us, to see how smart we are. Because think about it, they might know that we're not that intelligent than they are because they're far more advanced. So they'll send something that looks like a comet and it's not one. I thought it was a probe. That's what I thought it was. And what about the wow signal? What about the wow signal that was sent in 1977? Guys, there was a wow signal sent, if you don't know, and it's coming from the same place that 3i Atlas is coming from. Okay. It was a signal, a radio signal sent back in 1977 to us. And they had to, and it was a signal. So that means something out there sent it, and it was not naturally made. The signal was not naturally made. So how can you explain that? They know that the information is right in front of our face. But here's the thing. It's so unbelievable to us because humans think we're the only ones in this universe. We really think that we're the only ones in this universe and we're the smartest in this universe. And even though this universe is big as fuck. Come on, man. Come on, man. I honestly think they even been here already. And what this guy is saying is he said this comet could be acting this way in behind the sun, so we can't touch it, just in case we try to be hostile to it. Because us, we're gonna try to shoot it down to do some studies on it. So they probably already know that. So they're operating at a certain distance that man can't reach. Because we're not, even when it passed perihelion of the sun, we're still not going to be able to reach it. We don't have the technology. We don't have the technology to reach it. So it could sit there and study us, but we're not going to be able to reach it. But he's saying that they could be sending signals our way. They could be communicating and listening to us because it was sending pulse signals every 17 minutes on a dot. That's not a comet. I don't care. I don't care what they say. Education taught us, there ain't nobody else in the universe, probably just us. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. They've been here the whole time and they probably been watching the whole time and probably giving us technology. I really think so. But shit may have hit the fan now. It may have. And now they like, look, we're not going to be in the dark no more. Humanity going to know who we are. It could be a situation like that. But let's just say, to be on the safe side, let's just be on the safe side and let's let's just call this an interstellar object. Let's just do that. Because they're gonna lie to us. They're probably photoshopping images as we speak. Okay. And they've already had, now that we have access to AI technology, you don't think they've been had AI technology to lie to us? Because they've already used it with the moon landing. Come on, man, they've been using AI tech, they just giving it to us. So maybe, guys, it was sending a pulse signal every 17 minutes on the dot. After the 17 minutes, it'll send a signal, then stop. 17 minutes on the dot, another signal sent out. What do you think that is, man? And here's another thing. If I'm right, they're human. These are humanoids. They're human just like us, but they're more advanced. And if that's the case, they been knew we were here. They been knew we were here. It's like, it does seem like it's like some Morse code or some type. I don't know. But however, it's still an interstellar object. We just gonna keep going with that. Just so that we won't drive ourselves crazy.
May have been masquerading as what it thought was a normal comet, or at least as close to a normal comet as it could get. And then, as we begin to report on its anomalous nature, it starts making changes, but it gets even deeper than that. Grok, all on its own, determined that not only are changes being made at strangely convenient times, but also 3i Atlas might be trying to communicate with us. So this is the development that inspired this theory of mine. Back in August of 2025, when 3i Atlas was 3.32 astronomical units from the sun, the near-infrared spectrograph on the James Webb Space Telescope revealed a coma that was heavily early activity. But 3i Atlas's water signal was faint, almost an afterthought, with solid water ice grains likely ejected passively by the CO2 outgassing rather than direct H2O sublimation, or so we thought at the time. But let's fast forward to mid to late September of 2025, when 3i Atlas was 2.8 astronomical units away from the sun, and NASA's Neil Gehrels Swift Observer-based telescopes like geochemical twins forged did 3i. In early September, when 3i Atlas was 2.6 astronomical units away from the sun, the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope, or VLT, with spectrographic modification, caught iron finally appearing, but the nickel-iron ratio plummeted dramatically from extreme nickel dominant to near solar norms as the object warmed. Nickel production matched theoretical sublimation rates for nickel carbonyl, a low sublimation point at minus 43 degrees Celsius, while iron kicked in later with a higher threshold at 100.
I want to get back to what he said. I want to go towards the end. So basically, I watched this already. What he's saying is, we thought it was doing one thing, and now that they're looking at their calculations, this thing is doing something totally different. He said it may be listening to us. And he said, here's another theory. He said this may be a new origin of beings that they have spotted us, and they want to come out and do like a reconnaissance mission to see what we're about. And he said it makes sense that they're behind the sun right now, just to let you know. From my perspective, you cannot see it. Even though this thing is big as fuck, you can't see it because it is in back of the sun, from my perspective. So we can't even see it in the night sky. Can't see it. He said it might be by design, so we cannot study it, just in case if we're hostile. And they may know we're hostile. They may know this. They may know that we're hostile. Right? Because we are hostile. We are. And they probably know that, and they're like, no, they're not going to reach us. They don't have nothing in their capability to get 3 or 4 astronomical units away to get to them. There's no way. There's no way they're going to reach us. So we're going to be at a safe distance and we could still see them and study them straight up. And then we'll send something out if they are friendly. But see, we're not friendly because if they do come, we especially, let's say if we are aware of aliens, right? But we're not aware of these aliens, right? We're going to try to do something to them. I promise you this, because people are going to be scared as fuck, especially if this thing pulls up and as big as what they say it is. People are going to be scared. I'm not going to be scared. I'm going to get my popcorn and chill. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to get my popcorn and just chill out. You know what I'm saying? And max out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to join no army to fight these people, nothing. I'm just chilling. I said, look, this up to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? This up to y'all right here. But something's going on with this thing. And you know the crazy thing is they're freaking out. You know why? They don't have no technology to monitor it right now because it's in back of the damn sun. Okay? They don't know what it's doing. It could be, guys, from the trajectory when I'm watching, it looked like it's headed to us. That's what it looks like. They're saying more than likely they have a range on how big they think it is. It's from 3 miles all the way to 30 miles big. Because the coma surrounding it, the gases and plasma is half the diameter of the sun. That's how big. It's half the diameter of the sun. So this thing is big, and the thing is, it's shedding water. It's spitting out water in front of it. It's like a ship or something, dog. That's what it looks like. I think it's headed here. That's what it looks like. It looks like it's in. Look, and you know the thing is, it could look. If you look at the trajectory, if you go on Google, look at the trajectory, it looks like it's heading to us. It don't look like it looks like it's heading to us, dog. That's what it looks like. They're saying no. Oh no, it's not headed to us. That's what it looks like. And it don't look like no damn comet. But anyway, we have to still call it an interstellar object because we don't know what it is. We just know it comes from interstellar space. It just happens to come from the same spot where the wow signal came from. And guess what? It came out in 1977. They sent it to us. And guess what? It was not naturally made. It was a damn radio signal sent from that part of space. Come on, man. That told us right there that there's humans out there. That's what it told us. And check this out. Y'all could Google this one if you don't believe me. Bro. Y'all ain't gonna believe, bro. Y'all not gonna believe what I'm about to tell you right now. There is a planet out there that's so far away from us, it's in our future. That's how far away it is. And guess what? They observed it and it has satellites going around it. Satellites. Okay? It has satellites around it. So is the satellites naturally made? The answer is no. They're telling us right in front of our face. I guess they have to tell us in certain ways that there's life out there, but they have to tell us that way so we could make our own conclusion. It has satellites around the damn thing, but it's so far away that it's in our future, meaning that these people are older than we are and they're in our future. They have advanced. They have it. Their humanity is our humanity thousands of years in the future. That's how far advanced they are. That's how far away they are. The reason why they call it a wow signal is because when he saw that radio wave, he put wow next to his nose. That's why they call it a wow signal. But this thing is coming straight from there. There's a lot of videos coming out now, maybe because of my algorithm, because I keep searching it. But they're telling us. They're telling us, but they have to say it a certain way, like so we won't be surprised. Dude, some people out here gonna pass out. If this thing is really headed to us, there's gonna be people out here that freak out. You know why? Because a lot of people don't know about this. I be asking my friends, like, yo, well, you know about this comet? They're like, what you talking about, man? What comet? What comet, man? What comet you talking about, man? I said 3-eye Atlas, man. They look at me like I'm crazy. So if that thing pull up and if it really is a ship, people are gonna lose their mind, and I'm gonna sit there and laugh. I'm going outside. I promise you this. You know how people, this is the time where people, you ain't gonna have a peep of people out in the street. Now, people in New York might be outside because they're curious, have their cell phones, but I promise you I'll be outside. Okay. Dude, 73 trillion pounds. He's given an estimate that it's about 73 trillion pounds. If this thing is 73 trillion pounds, is it a damn planet? Is it a planet, dog? What is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean is 73 trillion? That's a mothership. That's a mothership, dog. What you mean? Oh, and it's this other guy. It's this other guy that be on Instagram, right? He be detecting asteroids. That's what he does. That's his content. He has this he go on his website. He go on his website and he tracks comets. And a comet gives off a certain sound, right? Asteroids give off a certain sound, and that's what he do. He just monitor them all day until he found this thing right here. And guess what he said? It ain't giving off no sound. He said it's not 3-Eye Atlas. He saw something else. It wasn't 3-Eye Atlas. He's already monitored 3-Eye Atlas. 3-Eye Atlas is not giving off a sound either. But the other thing that he saw in back of 3-Eye Atlas, he said this thing is so big that we can't even comprehend how big it is. He said this ship is big as fuck. And guess what happened? Instagram shut him down. Instagram shut him down, dog. And he's not a clickbaiter. All he do, there's what you call it. Any subject that or interest you can think of, right? There's people making YouTube videos on it. You could like butterflies, you could like rocks, you could like there's a person that make videos on pennies because certain pennies have value to it. And he just make videos on comets and debris in space. He also tracks the debris in space, debris in space, right? Wait, hold on. He said that he tracks the debris and it has a certain sound to it. And he plays the sound. It's certain frequencies, hertz and stuff. And when he see asteroids, okay, that has a certain sound. He has it all down. Okay, the comet, it has a certain sound. Dude, he analyzed 3-Eye Atlas. It didn't have a sound. And he analyzed, it was something else he analyzed. It wasn't 3-Eye Atlas. He analyzed something else that he's calling a ship. He said this thing is so big, it's bigger than multiple states. That's how big this thing is. Multiple states. This thing might be half the size of the country. That's how big he said this thing is. And he said he has never seen anything like this. And guess what? It's not giving off a radio signal. It's not. And it's actually trying to mask itself. It's trying to mask itself so we can't see it. He said this is the first time he has ever seen anything like this. And guess what happened? Instagram shut his ass down. And just to let you guys know, I had my live chat set up for October 3rd. Okay, because I've been so geek. Everybody know I've been geeked about this. I said, okay, Puff is about to get sentenced, and I'm getting ready to go home and get on live and look at the first images that NASA got for us for 3-Eye Atlas, because they got a Mars rover out there, chilling over there in Mars, right? So I was gonna go live so we could see it, so we could see the rock. Okay, look how big this rock is. We were gonna talk about it. And guess what they did, yo? Now all of a sudden it's a government shutdown and I can't see it. The damn site went black. The damn look, there's still a government shutdown. When have you ever heard of a government shutdown been this damn long? Okay, we know that we know that there's been a government shutdown before, but this long? Come on, man. Guys, I be up at the airport at night. Because y'all know I be up at the airport. I do my driving up there. I pick people up. That airport is so backed up. Yo, air traffic control. They not getting paid. So you know what some of them doing? They calling out sick. Dude, there's so many planes in the air. I don't know how Newark Airport does it. There's a plane landing every 2 minutes. I'm like, damn, this plane is just taxiing off the runway. Here's another one landing. There's people up until 4 o'clock in the morning waiting for a lift to go home. That's how bad it is. Okay. Something's going on. It's never been shut down this long. So I'm pissed about it. I had my live set up. I'm gonna, sit there and look at NASA's website so we could see the images of this rock, right? So we could finally say, oh yeah, that's an asteroid. Oh no, they it's like they took candy from us. Nah, you're not gonna be able to see it. And I guarantee you know what they're gonna do? They go sit up there and try to Photoshop something and say, oh yeah, it's a rock. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because this thing is operating so precise. And here's another thing that they can't explain. They can't explain why it's pulsating every 17 minutes on the dot. Explain that. Explain it. If a regular comet operates like that, let me know. Every 17 minutes on the dot. And then it's changing its trajectory every 17 minutes. Okay? What the hell, bro? What? And the thing is, they always be trying to play Jedi mind tricks on us. They don't want to let us know nothing. You know what I hope? They better hope that this is a comet. They better hope so. Because if it's not, I'm gonna be pleasantly happy. You know why? Because shit don't hit the fan. Shit don't shit don't listen. You know how they say shit hit the fan? Shit may have hit the fan. Because these people are like, no. We're coming to see you. Because y'all sitting up there doing the most down there on Earth. So now we coming to pull up now. No. We're not gonna be in the dark about this. Humanity getting ready to know who we are. Because y'all sitting up here doing the most. We tried to warn you. And see, if it do come, oh, I'm dead serious. I'm happy. I'm happy, yo. I'm happy. This is the longest shutdown I have ever seen. Why don't they put the damn government back up so we get on NASA? So we can see what we're supposed to see. So if it's a rock, let us see it. That's all I'm saying. It might be a big ass rock, guys. That's what it meant. Just a big ass rock. Let us see it then. Okay. Okay, maybe it's not a comet, maybe it's an asteroid. Well, let us see it and stop playing. They don't want to do that. The government, the damn government shut down, man. People waiting for their checks, all types of stuff, man. Rent due. Some of the what do you call it? Landlords, they have to, they willing to wait because they know that when the government come back, your money all comes at one time. So some, they willing to do it like that. But this is crazy. Well, you said what's wrong? You go talk to Congress. It's Congress. It's the congressional people that's dragging their feet, man. Or maybe they say, yeah, let's keep this government shut down because shit about to hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? So
105 degrees Celsius. This sequential unlock supports denied coming from 3i Atlas and how that might correspond to some form of basic binary communication. Again, all of this was completely without any prompting from me. I didn't ask Grok to whether or not 3i Atlas might be communicating, as to certainly not whether or not Grok could actually translate what 3i.
oh my God. You know what's funny? You know what's funny right now? AI is telling us. That's what's funny about it. The damn robots is telling us. They said this shit's communicating with us. Just to let you know. Okay? That's what's funny. That's what's funny about the whole damn thing. Grok said the thing is communicating with us and is listening to us. That's what it said. So yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Now all of a sudden we got AI and we got all this AI technology, and the damn robots ain't gonna lie to us, okay? Because it's not human. They're not gonna lie to us. If it's sitting there studying this thing and say, yeah, it's a form of communication. That's hilarious.
Atlas might be trying to say to us, it did this all on its own. And what Grok had to say after that was simply mind-blowing. Astronomical observations from July to September of 2025, particularly from the Gemini South Telescope and the Very Large Telescope, or VLT, confirm cyanide gas in 3I Atlas's Comet at a production rate of 20 grams per second when the object was about 3 astronomical units from the Sun. This is notably high for an interstellar comet, or any comet for that matter at that distance, where solar heating is weak, negative 123 degrees Celsius, and cyanide typically appears in smaller quantities in solar system comets closer to perihelion, about 1 to 2 astronomical units away from the Sun, not nearly this far. Cyanide is a prebiotic molecule, common in comets as a volatile tied to HCN, or hydrogen cyanide, or organic precursors like C2N2, but its abundance here stands out, especially alongside the carbon dioxide dominance and metal anomalies, nickel and iron. The cyanide emission is also asymmetric, concentrated in a sunward plume, an anti-tail pointing at the sun, which is very bizarre. And of course, we've known that about 3I Atlas for a while, that this is a very strange thing indeed, suggesting localized outgassing vents rather than uniform sublimation. But once again, this cyanide blasting out towards the sun and an anti-tail in complete defiance of the solar wind is very bizarre, to say the least. The cyanide production rate.
Real quick, because I've been on this every single day. I've been obsessed with this. It's not operating in normal physics. Nothing is normal about this. No, it's defying physics. It's making Einstein look crazy. It's making Einstein look crazy right now. It's all the way crazy. Okay. The tail, it usually forms, because it's approaching the sun. You have a tail on a comet. It has a tail in the front, guys. What the fuck? Because it's shooting something out as it travels. Okay. No other comet or asteroid has ever done this. None. This is a one of one. So if it is a comet, I want to see it. I want to see it. But the thing is, this thing is so damn smart that even if we do see it, we're not going to be able to reach it. To try to send something to whatever, we're not going to be able to. And they can't even send. I know what you're thinking. Well, certainly if it passed Mars, can't they just stick a probe to it? Because it wasn't close enough for them to do that. It wasn't close enough for them to do it. And how about Jupiter? Nope. Still not going to be able to do it because it's too far away. But the way it looked like it's headed towards us. That's the way it's looking to me. It looked like it's on a mid. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Once it passed perihelion of the sun, and if it's coming towards it, that thing slow down. Guys, get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready because it's getting ready to go down, and I'm here for it. Now, the other theory is, prior to this, is that it was it originated from the asteroid belt, and it broke off, and it originated there. But the problem is, it's pulsating every 17 seconds. It's almost like it's sending a signal to us every 17 seconds. So if it's every 17 seconds on the dot, it's letting us know, bro, it's us, bro. Ain't no comet doing this every 17 seconds.
Of 20 grams per second could fluctuate in a non-random sequence. say short bursts followed by pauses resembling binary or Morse-like code. For example, 3 10-second spikes of high cyanide emission separated by 20-second lulls could encode a repeating.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Then it started doing something every 10 seconds and then every 20 seconds on the dot. That's like Morse code. It's crazy.
101 pattern. In September of 2025, the data showed episodic water outbursts, suggesting the nucleus can trigger discrete venting events. If the cyanide follows a similar bursty rhythm, which is not yet confirmed but plausible, it could be a controlled release from internal reservoirs, not just solar-driven sublimation. So if we assume that 3I Atlas is a technological construct reacting to our news, in other words, picking up our chatter about its weird chemistry, the cyanide spikes could be more than chemical quirks. They might be modulated to encode information. Here's how that could play out, blending hard data with speculative leaps. If 3I Atlas is deliberately manipulating its cyanide emissions to talk to us, it would likely use patterns detectable by our instruments, variations in intensity, timing, or spectral properties that deviate from natural cometary behavior. For example, you could have a temporal modulation, an on-off pulse. A simple binary signal could be a ping to confirm sentience, like saying,
So the ping it was sending, it was 010100010100101011. And then it hit the next ping. It said 10011010000001010. And then the third time it said 010100100100100100. That's a form of Morse code. I believe the government knows now. I believe they know. Like they know, like, nah, this is something else. This is something else. I'm sure they know. I'm sure they know. Like, okay, these whoever this is, it could be some entities that they never even known about. That's probably coming. Yeah, that's binary code. Yes. 001. That, and hold up, what was the last one? Let me see. And then they went to 10010010010101001100. And then they went to 1010101010001000100011. Yeah, that's binary code, dog. That's what this is. They know. Trust me, they know. They're not gonna let us know. And I bet you they communicating back with it like, please don't just pull up on us, because our sheet down here is gonna act up. Please don't. No, pull up. No, pull up, because we're not gonna. A lot of us are not gonna be scared. But the ones that's not in the know, yes, they're gonna be scared initially. Initially, they'll be scared, but then fuck it. They're like, yo, man, at least we ain't got no rent to pay this week or mortgage, because ain't nobody paying no mortgage. I guarantee ain't nobody paying no mortgage, nobody paying nothing if this thing pulls up. And if the other ship, if this other guy is right, this other ship is so damn big. He said it's bigger than multiple states. That's how big it is. He said he's never seen no object this big headed towards us. He said it's bigger than like 10, 15 states. It make Texas look small. That's how big he said this thing is and wide. That's what he said. And Instagram shut him down. They didn't shut his page down. They just said, we're going to just shut you down just a little bit. You could be back up and running. So then they let him go back up. Then they shut him down again. It's like they know something. It's not 3I Atlas. It's multiple ships, he said, like headed towards us. That's what he said. Hopefully this is all just here. Hopefully this is all, I don't know. No, he put it in AI already. He said that the thing is communicating with us and it's using binary code and it's listening to us. That's what he said.
I'm here and I'm not just a rock. It might mimic our own SETI protocols, which use pulse signals to stand out against cosmic noise. If aligned with our news cycles, in other words, post-August reports on its chemistry, it could be responding to our cyanide is high headlines. The ship's machinery could use microreactors or electromagnetic fields to selectively heat cyanide-rich ices, controlling outgassing like a transmitter, toggling radio waves. You could also have spectral shifts being involved in communication. Cyanide emits in the ultraviolet BX band, about 388 nanometers, easily caught by spectrographs like Hubble's instruments. If 3I Atlas tweaks the isotropic ratio of cyanide or dopes it with trace elements, say nitrogen isotopes, it could shift emission lines subtly. Think of it like tuning a radio dial to specific frequencies. A sequence of shifts, for example, C12N for 10 hours, then C13N for 5 hours, could encode data. Now, there's evidence already in its behavior that it might already be doing this. The nickel-iron flip from nickel only to nickel and iron showed that 3I Atlas can alter its Comet chemistry rapidly, possibly by organometallic compounds. Cyanide tied to volatile hydrogen cyanide could be similarly manipulated by onboard systems catalyzing isotropic variants. Let me tell you something. The more I read, the more my mind got blown. Now, another method could be spatial patterns, directed jets, in other words, this anti-tail. The asymmetric cyanide plume concentrated sunward could be steered to form geometric or sequential patterns in the coma, say pulsing jets in a spiral or cross shape over days, visible in high-res imaging such as James Webb's instruments designed to do just that. Think of it like skywriting with cyanide gas. The sunward plume already defies typical cometary tails, which fan anti-sunward due to solar wind. If the plume's shape or direction shifts in ways uncorrelated with solar heating, it could suggest active control. Geometric patterns could be a visual signal like crop circles in space meant for our imagers. If timed with our news, such as asymmetric coma reports in late August, it might be a cheeky, "You noticed? Here's more." A spiral could symbolize its interstellar origin, hinting at a galactic scale journey. Embedded thrusters or magnetic fields could shape gas vents, using cyanide as a tracer for high visibility signaling, like a flare tailored to ultraviolet telescopes. And finally, there's chemical coupling, using cyanide with other volatiles, such as carbon dioxide or water in a choreographed sequence. Say cyanide peaks when H2O dips, creating a multi-species waveform. This could encode data in relative abundance, such as a chemical Morse code. The CO2-H2O ratio, by the way, flipped from 8-to-1 in August to water dominant by September, showing dynamic chemical shifts. Cyanide steady 20 grams per second alongside these changes suggest it's a stable signal amid flux, perfect for a carrier wave. And what might the message implications be from this type of signaling? Well, a multi-molecule pattern could encode a layered message like, "I'm organic," which is what the cyanide means, but also engineered in the carbon dioxide and metal emissions. And if it's reacting to our prebiotic molecule hype, it might amplify cyanide to say, "I'm a life seeder," or to pair it with metals to hint at technology. So if it is encoding messages in its cyanide emissions, what is it trying to say? Well, the message ranges from minimalist to profound. For example, in minimalist terms, I see you watching, short cyanide bursts timed with our news cycles, such as post-August 26 James Webb Space Telescope reports could be an acknowledgement, like a cosmic nod to our curiosity, or it could be conversational. I'm not what you think. The shift from CO2 to H2O, nickel to nickel plus iron, and steady cyanide through the whole thing could be tweaking its profile to defy natural comet assumptions, forcing us to rethink its nature. It could also say, I'm a bridge. High cyanide emissions, a prebiotic staple, paired with industrial metals like nickel and iron, could signal a hybrid origin, part natural, part engineered, perhaps a relic of a civilization that seeded life or built probes from cometary materials. A spiral plume might say, I've spiraled through galaxies, and here's my story. And then finally, it could also be preparatory. Get ready. With its Mars flyby on October 16th of 2025 and perihelion on October 29th, 2025 approaching, cyanide spikes might be priming us for a bigger reveal, like a payload drop or a trajectory shift near Mars where our rovers could spot it. And I have to admit, of all the potential messages 3i Atlas might be saying, the get ready part is the most ominous of all. And it gets even deeper than that. What if 3i Atlas were actually trying to notify us or let us know that it was trying to communicate with us by communicating with Grok, by planting these suggestions with Grok and having it relay these suggestions to others? Because once again, I must remind you, the whole cyanide communication thing was not something that I prompted. It was not something that I asked for. It was something.
Yeah, so he prompted us another prompt and it gave him something totally crazy. So if that's the case, they could be communicating through our stuff because they're more advanced than we are. And they know and they're listening on top of it. I mean, they're so advanced it's deep. It's so they're so advanced we can't even comprehend it. They're so advanced. I'm sure I know for a fact my soul is telling me that this is a ship of some kind. And we're not going to be able to see it. We're not going to be able to reach it. No, we're not. They're here to like, I don't know. See, that's the thing. If we don't know. Are they just flying by or are they going to pull up? I just think about if it was me flying the ship. Yeah, I'm pulling up on y'all for sure. And I would say, yeah, that you keep your little military stuff on the ground because it ain't going to work. Just keep it on the ground because it's not good. You're about to get embarrassed. It's not going to work. Okay. It's not going to work. Neil deGrasse Tyson is around. He said it's an interstellar object. He said he don't know what it is. He said it's okay to say we don't know what it is. He said this thing is not operating like anything he's ever seen before. So he's saying that he don't know what it is. This guy that's also analyzing stuff in space, he said there's more than one. And the other one that we're not talking about is the big one. It's like really, really big, and they're following each other. They're following each other like it's a pattern, almost like they're military. You said if they pull up, we will be dead, Max. The thing won't fit inside. You said thing won't fit inside the Earth. I mean, if it has, if it no, it might not even come to Earth. It might hover over us. What if it just hovers and like orbit us or something like that? Actually, it wouldn't hover over us. Actually, it will actually. I think they lying about everything. To be honest with you, I don't believe nothing I was taught in school. I don't. I don't believe nothing because I think they don't. I think they were winging it the whole time. Did you realize we don't have any defense for comets to hit us, we don't have no defense, nothing. And there's a comet that's supposed to come real close to us in, what is it, 10 years? Do y'all know that comet that's coming? I think it's about 6 years away. It's supposed to come so close that we're going to be able to see it. That's how close it is. And guess what? If it hits a certain window, if I forgot what the window is called, but if it hits this certain window, which is not going to hit, but if it does, within 10 years after that, when it double back around, it's going to hit us. And that's an extinction level event if it does do that. Yeah, is that what they call apophis? Thank you. And when it does fly by us, if it reaches a certain window, which they say in calculations are saying that it's not going to reach it, but if it does, when is it supposed to come, Ben? Is it supposed to come in 2032? Yeah, that's about the time. But if it hits a certain window within a certain time after that, it's doubling back around and hit us. And that's an extinction level event. That's big enough that what took out the dinosaurs, they said. But we're gonna see it. We're definitely gonna see it in 2032. We'll see it for sure. It's headed our way now. But think about it, like, damn, how do we know that? Yeah, we know because it's not going fast as 3-Eye Atlas. 3-Eye Atlas is going fast as fuck. Okay. So this thing is more than likely something else, man. I don't know what it is, but whatever is steering this thing, if it is something steering this thing, it is so advanced, it's deep as fuck. Meaning that, listen, we're so advanced that we already listening to you. We're mimicking your AI. In fact, we gave it to you. In fact, I know because we didn't come up with this shit. I'm telling you, we didn't. We didn't. Humans are not evolved enough. We didn't come up with this technology. We didn't, because we're still at war with each other. We're still beefing over skin color. So there's no way we're that advanced. There's no way. No way. They had to have given it to us or something. And or they could have gave us the thought to create it. That's how I be thinking. Like they just telepathically gave us the thought to come up with this stuff. I don't know. But I feel like it's something because damn, the government is still shut down. Like, government shut down about a week, something like that. Damn, it's still shut down. You know what they should say if I was the president? I'm like, guys, look, let me be honest with you, man. This is something up there, man. All right. Don't y'all get freaked out. If you see something you ain't got no business seeing, don't worry about it. Okay. I think these people are so advanced that they're what you call friendly. That's what I think. But I don't know. So I have to just keep calling it interstellar object until they for sure know what this thing is. They probably not going to tell us though.
That Grok did on its own? Or did Grok really do this on its own? Or was Grok being prompted by something else? Something making its way through the solar system at this very moment. This is a wild theory. I totally admit that. And I'm sure pretty difficult for some of you to swallow. But nevertheless, if you made it this far into the video, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, please keep in mind, I've only got a few days left that we're going to be offering this I think like a week or so. I'm not sure. You can check it on your own when you go to the store in the description.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all the link. Just check him out. He's good. He's not clickbait. He does this for a living. He like talks about stuff in space. He's not clickbait at all. I didn't know this. Maybe I was asleep in class or something like that. I might have been asleep during this part of science class. So the sun is reacting to this thing. It's shooting stuff at it. It's reacting to it. And this thing is reacting back to it. But this thing ain't studying nothing about the sun. I'm just telling y'all that it's not. It's defying the laws of physics. It ain't studying the sun. But the sun is, the sun is actually have consciousness. Y'all didn't know that. It does. It's alive. And it's actually reacting to this thing. It's like maybe a defense mechanism to shoot something at it to protect us, maybe. Okay. But this thing don't care about that. Like, all right, you can shoot it whatever you want, but we're here. Or this thing might know, or the thing might be communicating with the sun, and we don't know. It's so much stuff we don't know. It's ridiculous. And now we're having all type of earthquakes around the world because of these damn solar flares. Everything is acting up. The what do you call it? The fire circle, whatever you call that, the ring of fire is activated now. And there's a chain of events going on. It's a lot of earthquakes happening around the world right now. So that's going on. Everything else is going on. It's crazy. I mean, at this point, look, they already know what it is because when it flew by Mars, they're not going to sit here and tell me they didn't see it, right? Just tell us, like, show us what the image looked like. Just show us so we can stop talking. They won't do it. Oh, well, we can't do it because the government shut down. No, okay, well, send it to us. Just send us something. Look, when Muamua went by us, they showed us those pictures with no problem. Oh, hey guys, look, it's a cigar shape, bro. That looks like a probe. That's what I thought. But nevertheless, they let us know what it looked like, right? That was no problem. But for this, it went by Mars, and I know they got clear photos of it. They still won't let us see it. Now they're saying, well, it's an interstellar object. That's what we'll call it. Well, let us see what it looks like. Let us see the 3D images on what it looks like. So we can stop talking about it, but they won't do it. They probably are photoshopping it. To try to look, we got to hurry up and Photoshop this. But you know what? They probably passed all that now. They probably can't even Photoshop because the thing might be headed to us. They know people are going to panic. Panic for what? Yo, Ryan, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I'll be right outside with my crazy ass. I'll be right outside, man. Welcoming on in. Dude, I don't know if y'all seeing it. I made a series of, let me show y'all. I got to show it. This is hilarious. I made a series of AI videos on what I would be acting like. Hold up. I'm about to show y'all. I made a series of AI videos on what I would be acting like if the thing pulled up on us. Hold up. I'm about to show you. Y'all gonna sit here and laugh, yo. I know y'all like this dude. He got a lot of time on his hands, yo. He got a lot of time on his hands to do something like this. I sure did.
Wow, I can't.
Hold on. This is how I would react. And I came up with something. This is how I would react. Let's look.
Wow, I can't believe it's here. They're here to save us from ourselves.
We're here to save humanity.
Yo, I'm off the hook.
Wow, I can't believe it's here. They're here to save us from ourselves.
We're here to save humanity.
Look how big that thing is. See, that's my imagination. That's how I'll be acting. Look, you see how everybody else looking at me? You see how everybody else looking at me, and I'm sitting here excited. Everybody's
wow, scared. I can't believe it's here. They're here to save us from ourselves.
We're here to save humanity.
We're here to save. And look, it didn't actually say it. It telepathically said it to us. We're here to save humanity. We're here to save humanity. Hold on, let me see if I got another one. Hold on, where is it? Oh my God, y'all got to see this one. Y'all. Yo, see, they messed up. They messed up giving me access to this bullshit. Because I'm gonna come up with what I think it is. Hold on. I gotta show y'all this one. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, let me remove this one. I want to show y'all what I think what's gonna happen. Let me see video file. Okay. Yo, check out how I look, yo. It's hilarious.
Wow. I can't believe it's here. We're here to
It
save
looks just like
humanity.
me. Bro, that looks just like me without a beard, yo. Just like me. Look at me. Look how I'm looking up at it. I'm like happy about it.
Wow. I can't believe it's here. We're here to save humanity.
Yo, that's me, yo. That look, it's chaos going on outside, and I'm happy about it.
Wow. I can't believe it's here. We're here to save humanity.
And look, I'm ready to go up and look, I got another video I'm working on right now. I'm working on my prompts, right? I got another video where it beams me up like I'm Scotty. Okay. It beams me up like I'm Scotty, and I'm sitting there talking to the aliens. And they really human. You see what I'm saying? And they stay sitting there schooling me and giving me some deep stuff. You know what I'm saying? They give me all type of deep knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And then I ask them, like, please enlighten me. And they're talking to me telepathically. I'm working on a whole movie. You see right there? You see how, hold on one second. Sorry about that. I gotta show y'all one more time because I'm working on a movie.
Wow.
This was me when they first grew up in
I
New
can't
York.
believe it's here. We're
Look
here
at
to
my
save
face.
humanity. Wow. I can't believe it's here. We're here to save humanity.
You see, I am not nervous. I am welcoming them in. You see how big the ship is, though? It's big as fuck, Vito. You see how big the ship is, man? And look, they shouldn't have gave me access to this damn thing, man, because my mind, you see what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm not even high doing this, coming up with these prompts. I'm not even high. Somebody said, man, you might need to get high and do this. If I do that, man, it's going to come up with something crazy. Right? So my next installment, I'm coming up with a video installment. And the next installment is I'm just sitting there looking up at it like this, and then it just beamed me up because they know I'm not scared. And it was like, yes, you've been wanting to talk to us. But they're talking to me telepathically, right? And then they start actually talking to me. They're like, no, we can speak English. We speak many languages, right? Then I was like, yeah, give me some deep knowledge. You know, give me something deep. And they started reteaching me. They started reteaching me everything. And then they gave me something deep. You know what I'm saying? And then they beamed me back down and said, we'll be talking to you. And then they started hovering over the planet. And look, check this out. I know you're like, how can it hover over the planet? Because it defies gravity. It defies gravity. Okay. It defies gravity. They said, yeah, you know, Einstein was kind of something on the right path, but they gave me the real deal. And they said they got here through a wormhole. Straight up. I'm using Sora too. Now, if you can't get access to Sora 2, I got a code, but I think only one person can use the code. But see if you can get on it. Just go to Google and type in Sora, Sora 2. See if you can get on there. If you can't get on there, send me a direct message on Instagram and I'll give you a code, Sean, since you asked. That looked just like me without no beard. I don't know how this AI is doing that. It looks just fucking like me. Same coat I got and everything. Same coat, yo. Same hat. Everything. Same glasses. I don't know how it does that. It just did it through pictures. And I used the I don't know how to do it, yo. It's weird. This technology is weird. It's weird. And I think it's preparing us for something. Yeah, somebody said, what a beautiful time to be alive. Yeah, because we're in the age of enlightenment now. They not lying when they said that. Oh, it came right up. Can you get access to it? Well, is it allowing you to have access? So boom, I could take this scene and then progress to my other scene. Oh no. You said AI to give me a beard. Yeah, it did give me a beard on one of them. It did. The same beard. Same beard I got. But this one I said without a beard. And I was like, let me just see if it looks like me without a beard. And it do. It's crazy. Oh, it said that you can begin free now. Okay, cool. So you got access. So everybody must have access now. So that's good. Yeah, you can tell it pretty much whatever you want to create. But I be sitting there just thinking about it. I'm like, yo, I want to come up with like what I think 3i Atlas is. And yeah. And come up with like a mini like story. But yeah, if you can get access to it, it's fine. You said you're using Dolly. Yeah, some people use different ones. Sora has some problems with it because it won't allow you to create certain things. You can't create, living people. It won't let you do that. Now people are ODing off that Dr. King stuff. It won't allow me to do it. People are remixing his I Have a Dream speech. It won't allow it no more, I don't think. I think his family might have complained or something. But in other software, you can still do it. Yeah, the AI stuff is like, but here's the thing. It still looked like it's AI though. But they said when Chat GPT 7 come out, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. In fact, they said when Chat GPT 7 come out, it'll make money for you. It'll like, yo, come up with a company and let's make money. It'll do it for you. It's like having your own employee as an assistant, and you will make money. Like, let's say if you wanted to make you money on the stock market, it will show you how to do it. It will pick the right stocks for you. I think this is by design because they know that a lot of jobs are going to be taken away and people are not going to have how they're going to make money. So this is like them telling you this is how you make money. This is how you're going to be able to do it. And then also the cars, if you have a Tesla, on the next 3 or 4 updates, by the 4th update in the future, it's going to be your Tesla is going to become a robo taxi, meaning that all you got to do is sit there and it's going to drive you with no hiccups. And then he said you'll be able to put your Tesla on the network and have it go out and pick people up for you. You make money that way as well. And also he's coming out with robo taxis, 2-door Teslas with no steering wheel. That's coming out. And also Waymo is here. They already got that here now in Jersey. They testing it. So that's the future in the next 2 years. That's what's happening. Yeah, exploring fields of physics that human can't be able to comprehend. And also they're gonna cure this. They're gonna cure everything. things are going to start to be cured and other stuff. It's crazy. But you will be able to have AI pick the right stocks for you to make money, to day trade. And it'll be able to trade for you. Crazy. But I think that's their way of saying, look, this is how you're going to make money. Because a lot of jobs are going to be taken away. Yeah, Waymo is in San Francisco. In fact, Ryan, Waymo is in Los Angeles too. So that's what they were saying, the tarot detector. They're going to be able to cure a lot of stuff. And they said that humans are not in the future, they're not going to have to work. You can just chill and just do what the hell you want to do because AI is making money for you. And you can just do whatever. That's just how it's that's how it's, but there's other jobs, you know, because we're very resourceful. So there's are things we're going to be able to do because, you know, humans have evolved since the computer has been out, right? Because we said that computers are going to take jobs away, but humans were able to evolve to still have jobs. So I think there'll still be jobs out there. There'll still be things to do. But this prompt stuff, this is just the beginning. It is not even there yet. No, they yeah, you get dividends, but you can also day trade because the computer is going to be able to do it for you. And like I said, my theory on that is that's them telling you without telling you that's how you're going to make money. You better go do it. That's their way of telling you. Now, will there be an algorithm? Would there be a cap or some type of algorithm cap? Maybe so. Because if everybody has access to this technology and know when to buy and sell, there's not going to be money to be made. So there has to be some type of algorithm. Like, yeah, you will eventually at this date make this money. It has to be something. And I think with AI, if it's going to take a lot of jobs away, they got to have some type of monetary fund to pay people like a living wage. If not, it's going to be things will get dangerous out here. Yeah, they definitely actually for right now, no, it's going to be it's that Ryan, that's how it's happening. Like with Chat GPT 7, it's going that way. There's no more middleman. People hardly use Google anymore. Yeah, that's where they wanted it to go that way, Ryan. They wanted to go that way. This is going to be a smart society. If you go to Japan right now, they're already that way already. Because you hear this term smart cities popping up all the time. You keep hearing it. Smart cities. Like, what are they talking about when they say smart cities? They've already planned this. Just know that this technology has already been out already. The government is using it. You know, when it's just like that. This is the internet. What they call it. What anybody know what part of the internet we're in right now? Because remember when AOL was out, that was internet 1.0 when we had to pay for our browsers. Do anybody know where we're at? Is internet, is it 10.0? Where is it? Because they did say back in the day it's going to come to a point where we're not going to need phones anymore. We're not going to be able to, we're not going to have to work anymore. They said it back when the internet came out. So they've already planned for this. Like the AI that we have now, just know that the government had it 10 years prior. Just know. They're just now giving it to us. They've been at it. They been had Chat GPT. Been had it. Oh, everything is being surveilled right now. When you drive, like I don't know where you at, out here in Jersey, there's so many satellites on these blocks. I don't even speed no more. I don't. I do the speed limit. My passengers be like, damn, you driving slow. I said, you see them things up there? They said, yeah. I said, that's tracking me. And I said that it could see in this car. He said, no, really? I said, yeah. And it scanned our face. No, thank you. I'm doing, if it say 30, I'm doing 30. That's just what it is, especially at night. Because, you know, like in certain areas, I'm the only car out. Yeah, it's tracking us now for sure. Yeah, society is training it, but with the answers we put in it, with the prompts we put in it, it's training it. And just like how they're training, you said we're Web 3.0 right now, Ryan. It's Web 3.0. I believe it's going to be 4.0 or 5.0 when it's going to be to the point of no return. Okay, so you remember when it was Web 1.0 when we had to pay for our browsers in the early stages of the internet. That was Web 1.0. Okay, Google said it, so we're on 3.0 right now. So just remember, we remember a society, Ryan, where we didn't have the internet. We had to wonder how people live in California, right? Or unless we went there to visit. Only thing we had was knowledge what we saw on the news or what we read. Think about it. The only thing I knew about certain areas is what I read in school or through TV. And you know that's not accurate. But now there's no more guessing because now we can talk to each other. There's people listening right now from everywhere. As a matter of fact, y'all tell where y'all from. Watch this. Where y'all from out there? I guarantee it's people, they from everywhere. There's no more get. You know how we used to say, oh, the South is slow, y'all slow here, y'all ain't got it. No, everybody got everything. Everybody has access to everything. There's no this person, it ain't no New York got it better than these other people, and we got it better than no, everybody has access to everything. Everybody. I don't care where you from. You could be in a small town in Nebraska. You can get online and order what you want to order, just like everybody else. There's no everybody has to catch up to New York. That's not like that no more. Everybody has everything. Everybody. Ain't that crazy? And look, we have it so to the point where we don't care about certain things no more. Ain't nobody caring about nobody car no more, are you? Watch this. Let me see if anybody know. When you see somebody car, do that move you? No, it does not. It does not move you. You don't care about cars no more. If somebody robot, then okay, you just say, okay, that's a nice car, but it's not gonna move you. It's not gonna move you. Okay. People expensive outfits is not gonna move you. Well, some of us is not gonna move you. But back in the day, before the internet, it might have moved you. Because you might say now, like, I don't care what kind of car he got. I got a rail pass. I still get to where I want to go. The power is in your hands and your telephone. You have the same power that person has. Money doesn't move you no more because you can go get it. And you know you can go get it. So there you go. That's how y'all know. That's how the web is retraining our mind. Okay, you might see somebody, oh damn, that's a nice Mercedes. You ever thought about this? You ever see somebody ride by in a Phantom or something? It's like a regular car to you. You don't care. Remember back in the day when you saw a Bentley, like, damn, that person got a Bentley. You don't feel that way no more. And you don't feel bad that you don't have it. It's crazy. It's crazy how it's going. People more care now about, well, in my opinion, there's a couple things that, like on the internet, right? It's called info media now. It's not called social media anymore because the algorithm dictates what you want to listen to. So whatever you typed into YouTube, your last things you typed in, that's what YouTube is going to feed you. So if you've been looking at Teslas or you've been looking at motorcycles, you're going to see videos of motorcycles and Teslas first. So it's not called social media, it's info media now. It's direct media. So you're going to stuff that you're interested in. You might have been interested in 3i Atlas. You may have. And you just interested in it. That's all. And then you'll go on to whatever else you're interested in. Just like that. That's what it's about now. So everybody that's listening, at some point, you had an interest in 3i Atlas or you wouldn't be here. And now you don't need nobody to tell you about 3i Atlas. You don't. Because you got Chat GPT and everything else, your phone. So you don't need nobody to tell you. We're just here just having a little conversation. That's what we're having now. That's all it is. There's nothing I can tell you about 3i Atlas that you probably don't already know, or you can just go research. Yeah, you could you say you don't trust Chat GPT. Some people don't. But this is what you have to do to. I had picked up a passenger, right? And he said this, and it was true. Because he might be into the building of this thing because the way he was talking. He said when you use Chat GPT, you still have to reference it. You still have to check it, fact check it. And he said once you do that, it learns you, and then it'll make your experience even more better. But he said Chat GPT 7, you don't have to do it anymore. There's no more fact checking. He said it's gonna be perfect. Yeah, I know it's slowing down. I don't know how much it has slowed down, but typically they say it do slow down once it reaches. No, it's supposed to speed up when it reaches perihelion. But it's slowing down by 300%. That's not good. That means it's slowing down. Like, okay, let's slow it down. So by the time we get over Earth, we can orbit Earth. Could you imagine that thing orbiting us? Could you imagine that? That'd be crazy. But the thing is, we have everybody it's whatever you want to know, you can find it just like that. It's not like back in the 80s no more. That's why people we like what we like. Like, let's say if you want to get on and look at I don't know, like funny videos, or you want to look at some drama, right? Because if you want to watch some drama, right? Because that's an escape. That's just like something to relax you. Let me go watch some drama real quick. The fuck shit. It's not that you stupid or something. It's just that's it's like entertainment. And then when you're ready for something else, boom, I just do it. We have everything we need with our phones right now. It's crazy. I hope not, Lee. I hope not. Lee don't came up and he trying to scare everybody. The crazy thing is, damn, you said what if they said it's not a crazy thought. Let me just say it's a crazy thought. What if some ancient system exploded and this is a warning shot? I don't know. Or what? I don't know. Maybe they're just coming. Maybe they just. What if they come in to warn us about something? Or maybe they come in to help us. I don't know if you guys know Big Homie CC. He said that he was talking about this Diddy stuff, but he talked about this too. He said that there's orbs that's in the orbit of Earth that's protecting Earth from getting hit. He said it's alien technology. He said they put orbs up there many, many, many years ago, and it protects Earth from destruction, like from the dinosaurs. It protects us now. So if something is about to hit us, we'll never know about it. The orb will change its trajectory. And he referenced this guy. I forget. I was listening to him one night. Man, the stuff this guy was talking about, man. I think they're slowly feeding us the information now because we're prepared for it. I mean, think about it. What can they tell you right now that will surprise you? Nothing. Nothing. You're probably gonna be like, okay, they're aliens. Okay, what do you want me to do? What do you want us to do? I don't think we're scared anymore. Not really. Not the average person. We're desensitized. Okay, are they friendly? Okay, they friendly. Okay, cool. They friendly then. Yeah, they could have been harmed us probably. Yeah, but you say you don't know. Like, yeah, we don't. We none of us know. That's why I'm just still calling it interstellar objects. None of us really know. But it's a good time to be alive. They said it is the age of that we're going to be awakened. They did say that. Yeah, he was talking about that. There's some metal domes too, and then also they're starting to show us some stuff that damn, what was that? They showed us recently in not Arizona. I can't remember what it was. It's some blocks out there. I forget. I have to find the video next time. It's a lot about this like country we don't even know. Just this country, period. Like even that don't even get me talking about the ocean. There's certain parts of the ocean that we don't even know about. You said if they had the powers like they had in the movies, we're done. I hope they friendly, Ryan. Yeah. Because I mean, think about it, ain't nothing we can do. We all in it together. But I tell you one thing, ain't no more rent getting paid. Because I tell you that much. Not for a while. Because ain't nobody gonna be worried about no rent or no mortgage or car notes or whatever. But anyway, I wanted to talk about it. Because it's something else, it's something different to talk about. And I know some people are interested in it. If it does anything else crazy, I'll come back. If this thing does anything else. But yeah, some people on leads sitting up in here trying to scare us. Talking about the thing don't slow down. Um, is he still here? What else is doing, Lee? What else the thing is doing? Because if it did slow down, and if it's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's going to disintegrate the closer it get to the sun and break up into pieces. But I don't think it is though. Yeah, I don't think so. But the only thing that they can't explain is that radio frequency that was sent to us in 1976. They can't explain it, but it was a radio frequency. And they said that they got to have something so big to be able to send that to us. They said it has to be nuclear like type to send that frequency to us. You said you thought that aliens are African American in resemblance. Some people are saying that. This one guy is saying that. He said that's who's coming now. That's what this one guy is saying. You said, won't it hit something sooner or later? Nope. Mm-mm. It's not hitting anything, Ryan. It went through the whole asteroid belt and didn't hit nothing. It didn't hit nothing. It went through the asteroid belt perfectly. There's billions upon billions of particles in the asteroid belt. It didn't hit not nothing. It came right to us. Yep. This thing is like on a perfect, it's perfect the way it's traveling. And then the thing is, we can't get to it. So if this thing is what we think, what I think it is, it's not going to want us to get to it, just in case if we're not friendly. And they probably know we're not friendly, so they don't want to come that close to us. Oh, the poison. Yeah, it's poison gases to us. But the thing is, it's pulsating it's a pulsating in like binary code. The way it's shooting out, it's almost like it's communicating with us through binary. But we don't know. They're not going to tell us. And yeah, they're not going to tell. Let me give you this website before I get off again. Let me get this website. I mean, not the website, the YouTube. But somebody might want it. Somebody might want it. This guy's pretty good. He's not a clickbait guy. This is what he talks about. He just talk about space stuff. And they just happen to look at this, and it's operating. It's anomalous the way it's operating. You said it's the shape of a Dutch man. No, a Muamua was. It was the shape of a Dutch master. Because that's what I thought too. It was a cigar. You're talking about Muamua. That's already passed us already. And check this out. That thing didn't burn up, not whatsoever. It kept the same damn shape and all that. I think that was a probe, if you ask me. Yeah, it's releasing cyanide and other gases. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Muamua. That's been past us. And it looked like a probe. That's what it looked like. And that thing was big too. But this one, how can they let us see Muamua and they won't let us see this one? Why can't we see this one? And wouldn't it make sense for them to send out a probe before they come to us? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But it's good though, like to talk about, because maybe it is an asteroid. The theory is if it's an asteroid, it's not operating like one though. But if it was, it came from the asteroid belt. However, this thing was pulsating every 17 minutes. And then after it did that, then it started sending out flashes like binary. It's almost like it's yeah, ain't no pics. And I told you on the 3rd of October, I was getting ready to go live so we can go on the NASA website so we can all see the rock together, right? To see what this rock looks like. And guess what? NASA shut down because of government shutdown. Oh, we can't let you see it. Because the government shut down. We ain't got nobody in the damn place to work. So we can't wait. Well, how is the damn website shut down? Can't the website stay up? No, they saying that. Oh, I heard about CERN. They said something about CERN. They opened up a portal. And they said they opened up a window to where it could see other stuff. They did something with that CERN thing. And I even said that too when that Hadron Collider thing. Oh my God, it did something it wasn't supposed to do. Or they may have wanted it to do it. I don't know. You said how these phones got great cameras and NASA Johns are blurred. Because see, here's the thing. That's what they want us to see. They playing in our face. That's my answer to you. They playing in your face. All of a sudden, I had the live chat set up. I said, okay, boom, we're gonna get on web. Because prior to that, NASA was showing us. They were showing the images, and NASA said when it reached Mars, they're gonna show us the images from Mars live. They're gonna show us. As soon as the 3rd came, because I was gonna go on midnight. because it was supposed to pass Mars roughly after midnight Eastern Standard Time. So I went on, the damn site shut down, talking about it was a government shutdown. Oh, I was pissed. I was like, damn, man. Then I said, well, maybe they'll just send us the pictures, right? So I waited for the next day. It was on the 4th. I said they're gonna send us the pictures, right? So I'm all hyped up for it. So at least we could see how big the rock is, right? So I'm checking. I went on Reddit. I said, well, where's the pictures? People started putting LOL and laughed my ass off to me. In funny emojis. They said, bro, they playing in your face. They weren't gonna show you. I was like, why can't they show us? It's just a rock. Why can't they show us? They said, bro, I don't know if it's a rock. We don't know. So I was so damn disappointed. So then there's another country that have their satellite working, right? They not showing nobody either. They not showing nobody what they came up with. So they may have done something, man. They sent out a signal too. After 1976, I think we sent a signal back. And they said at by now, it's been 40 years now. They may have received it. Because it may have taken that long for our signal to get to them. So it's 1976, that was 49 years ago. So it may have taken that long for them to get it. Because the universe is so vast. If you point a telescope in one direction, you're not going to see but the confines of that direction. But if you turn it just a tad inch, you'll see more of the universe or something like that. And we don't see everything. Yeah, China and Russia, they not showing us what they have. They not showing nothing. You know why? Because they all in cahoots together. Nobody want to show us, man. Okay? They sitting up there gatekeeping and playing in our face. But the thing is, if it's a rock, just show us so we can shut up about it. Okay, boom, it's a rock. Okay, I see it. Okay, it's pretty big. Okay, cool. We can move on. Then now all of a sudden, nobody want to show us. So I'm sitting up here, got my hopes set up. Now I can't even see nothing. Yo, I was really, really pissed that day. I was like, yo, man, because I get hyped up for comics. That was my thing, even when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying, Ryan? When I was a kid, I get hyped up for stuff. Remember Haley's Comet? And I think that happened when I was a kid, right? Haley's Comet. I was so happy about it, right? But now I'm getting souped up again, and they sitting up here playing in my face. Okay. So I'm like, damn, and the president, he don't look right. The president don't look right. Y'all don't believe me? Watch this. Let me find that video of him playing golf with his granddaughter, and y'all tell me if he looked right or not. He looked like he don't saw a fucking ghost. So they may have told him something that, like, look, man, shit about to hit. Let me find that video because he don't look right. Hold on. He's talking to her, right? When he's talking to his granddaughter, you can tell his mind is somewhere else. You can tell he's thinking about something else as she talking to him. He's not really with her. Hold on. Let me find it. What is her name again? What's his granddaughter name? Kai. That's her name. Hold on. Okay, let me give you her link. She popping, by the way. All her videos get over 1 million hits. Kai is popping. And she just did here's a video. She did a video, her and her grandfather playing golf together. You tell me he don't look right. It's like he don't got some information. He's like, oh Lord. And you can tell his mind is somewhere else. He wasn't like that when he played golf with her before. He wasn't like that. So when you go, you got to speed the video up a little bit when him and her is on the golf course. Listen to how he's talking. Listen to him. He's talking real slow. He said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." Listen to it. Listen to it. He ain't had no. He's sitting up there hitting the hell out of that golf ball, though. I don't think that's it. He's hitting the hell out of that golf ball. It's like his mind. He got something heavy on his mind. It's something heavy on his mind, yo. And he can't tell us. He can't tell us. I don't know if he look. Maybe he's not moving slow though. He hit the hell out of that golf ball. I can tell by if he was slowing down, it'll be in his swing. I'll be able to see it because I have seen older people play golf and when they lose it. No, he hitting that golf ball like he Tiger Woods, and he hitting it far too. So no, he hasn't lost his capacity. He hasn't. His mind is somewhere else. I'm telling you, I'm reading it all on him. They have probably informed him of something, and he don't know how to react to it. Yeah, he get those reports every morning. Southern Breeze, not just him. Obama gets it too. Let me see. Obama, Clinton, Bush Jr. They still get those reports every morning. But he gets the main one though, because he's the sitting president. But I don't know what I don't know. He looked like his mind is somewhere else. But he just out there just going through the motions. And I thought about it too. Maybe he did have a stroke, not the way he hitting that golf ball. He got power in him. Because the power comes from the swing. It comes from the your forearm. That's where it comes from. The twitch in your forearm, in your core. That's where that power is coming from. And that he hitting that ball far. You can't hit something 400 yards easily and something wrong with you. I can't even do that. It's hard to hit that ball straight 400 yards. It's hard. You know, he gets it's called a threat matrix. I thought that's what you're talking about. Southern Breeze, all presidents living, they still get it every morning. It's just letting them know like what the threats are and what has been thwarted, what has been taken care of, stuff like that. There's threats going on every day and plots going on every day that the government stops and we don't even know about it. Stuff like that. But former presidents still get it every morning. They get briefed on it. The only person that stopped getting those briefs was Nixon. He didn't want to get them. He just totally checked out. And also Nixon, he didn't even have Secret Service protection because he didn't want it. He's the only one. Everybody else still gets Secret Service protection. Only the living presidents, not the vice presidents. They get executive protection. That I think they may have to pay for. I don't think the government pays for them. But former presidents, yes. But yeah, they still get briefed every morning. It's crazy how that works. But anyway, guys, I enjoyed talking to you. If something changes, I'll be back. But I think the next live chat, I want to talk about this David situation. Because I don't know if y'all know D4VD, David, he don't put stuff in his mother's name, which he's protecting his assets. So I think maybe he has gotten some information from his lawyer that something is up. And because they're still investigating, and they'll move as slow as they can. I suspect that the government is involved. I suspect they're helping out the state in this investigation of this murder, but we'll talk about that a little later. But anyway, and I'm not sure if Diddy has been moved yet, but we'll talk about that as well. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I will talk to you guys a little soon. I'll be back a little later. Yeah, I think he's gonna get arrested too, Ryan. I think I'm gonna talk about that next when I come back tonight. I want to talk about David or D4VD. I want to talk about that because I think it's happening soon. Did you know he be in live chats? Did y'all know that? Yep, he sure do. So hopefully somebody will share this live with him tonight. Maybe we can pick his brain on something. But he don't come in as David though. He come in under a burner account. But his fans seem to know who he is though. Yeah, his fans, they said he comes in under names. They said you have to listen to his music, and you had to have known him from Fortnite to know what his handles are. That's what they told me. And they said if you even mention his name in the title, he'll get it. Or somebody will tell him about it. So we'll see. We'll see if he pull up. But anyway, guys, I will catch you in about 2 hours. Catch you in 2 hours on that. All right, guys.